am Dwifa and Dari from TBIA. I take this video for the final examination. Happy watching.
Can you believe we won the match? We were so lucky! And I scored the goal at the end, the winning goal. I'm on cloud 9.
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks for the support, Susan.
Well, you know it's not a deserved victory, because you hit the ball with your hand. That was cheating, and you know that.
It's not our fault that the referee didn't see it. It's his mistake, not ours.
But you should have told the truth.
If I had told the truth, my teammates would have hated me for missing such a great opportunity. I'm sure anyone would have done the same way.
I doubt that seriously.
You mean you would have told the truth and risked to be hated by anyone in your team?
They would have finally accepted it, and everybody would have admired and respected you for being an honest person. What more do I need to say to get my point across?
What are you going to do with all those batteries, Dan? I'm going to throw them away. It's illegal to throw batteries in the trash. Really? Why? Because they contain heavy metals that can be harmful for the environment. Then how do I get rid of them? There are recycling bins placed all around campus, so you can drop the batteries into one of those bins. They have been brought to communities across the city, including at colleges, parks, and athletic fields. That's very good. I didn't even know batteries are recyclable. Are you also going to throw away those magazines and cans? Yes, I am. They are also recyclable, you know. If we recycle paper, then not so many trees will have to be cut down. I see. I haven't thought about that before. Then recycling is a good thing. Yes. It's good because fewer supplies are wasted. Recycled materials can be used to make other useful products. It's a way to help the environment and decrease the amount of trash in our landfills. I'm going there right now to drop some bottles. Come with me if you like. Yeah, great. I'm coming. We have to separate e-waste, plastic, metal, glass, paper, and organic waste. They each have specific colors to make it easier to identify. Recycling is very easy to do. I didn't even realize that. It takes just a few minutes a day to sort my garbage. The time we spend recycling is little, enough to help our town stay clean and healthy.
Mom, I cleaned up my closet and found a lot of clothes that don't fit me anymore. What should I do with them?
You can donate them. Another child can reuse them. This is good for the environment, too.
What do you mean?
If you throw them away, they'll be taken to the landfills. Decomposing textiles emit toxins that are released into the air and are polluting our environment. The bigger our landfills, the higher the levels of pollution.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm going to donate them to someone who needs them.
Jennifer, you should always turn off the faucet while brushing your teeth or hands to save water.
Why do we need to save water, Mom?
It helps to preserve our environment.
How's that?
Reducing our water usages reduces the energy required to process and deliver it to homes, which in turn helps to reduce pollution.
And what else should we do to save energy?
We should turn off the lights when leaving a room and unplug devices when not in use. We can also wash clothes at a cooler temperature and with a full load. We can use the stairs instead of the elevators. We save our electric bill and the planet at the same time. Let's go grocery shopping. We need something for dinner.
I'll be happy to go, Mom. Can I pick up the grocery I like?
I'll allow a few items. Don't get greedy. We need to shop wisely and opt for natural and organic food. We're only going to buy what we need. We should buy local food, which consumes less energy and hence less pollution. This way, we are going to shop in an eco-friendly way.
Okay, let's go, Mom. I'm ready.
First, let me take a reusable shopping bag.
Hey, wait a minute.
What's wrong?
That salesperson gave me back $15 extra by mistake. Can you believe it? He is not even able to count the money properly. Let's go to the bakery and have some delicious cakes. It's all on me.
I don't think that's the right thing to do. You should give the money back to the salesperson.
You must be joking, right?
No, I am not joking. That money will be deducted from his own paycheck. You know salespersons work hard and they are poorly paid.
But it's only $15. It's not much.
It may be little for you, but it's much for him. Come on, you'll feel good about yourself.
Oh, I guess you're right. It's not fair that I should keep it, I suppose. Hey, Vivian, do you fancy going to the movie theater tonight?
Oh, I'm not in the mood to go anywhere, Angela.
That's so unusual. Did something happen?
My sister won't speak to me. I accidentally broke her phone. The phone slipped right out of my hand and fell down on the floor, cracking the screen pretty badly. After that, it started making random touch inputs, and before long, it was completely unusable. I took the phone to a repair shop, but the repairman said it couldn't be fixed.
That's too bad. Well, you should buy her a new one.
Unfortunately, I don't have so much money. It's a very expensive phone. It was a birthday present from her fiancé. I'll have to work part-time to save money. But that takes time, and she needs a new phone now.
I can lend you the money if you like. You can pay me back at your convenience.
Really? You would do that for me?
Of course. What are friends for?
You're the best. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
The smog in our city is getting worse and worse. The air used to be so clean here when we were children.
This smog comes from the factory they built 5 years ago. Sometimes it just pumps out enormous clouds of thick gray smoke. Yeah, that factory is nothing but trouble.
It's more than just the factories, though. There are too many cars which pollute with their exhaust fumes, especially at rush hour.
Another problem is that people dump their rubbish everywhere. In the fields and parks. Out of the car, and they don't get fined. They act the same way with dog poo. Dog poo is considered as rubbish since you have to pick it up and throw it in a bin. Just like an empty packet of crisps or soda can. So if one can get away with throwing a soda can on the ground, then why not with the dog poo? It makes me really mad.
I know what you mean, Bill. I saw someone throwing some litter out of the window of their car as they were driving past. I shouted after them, but they didn't take any notice of me.
And on top of everything, there are more trees being cut down every day. That's why I've decided to not buy any more new physical books.
So how can you still read books without harming the environment?
I borrow from libraries and friends, or I buy ebooks or secondhand books.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We should also plant trees in our neighborhood to improve the air quality.
Matthew, you're very good with computers. Can you give me a hand with it? Sure, what's the problem? I'm trying to print this file, but somehow I can't get my printer to print it. I bought it a few months ago, and it worked perfectly until now. Did I miss something? Did you switch the printer on? Of course I did! Just check and see. Okay, let's see. If you click on the Start icon, go into the Printers folder, check the settings. Oh no. What's wrong? What happened? Why did the screen go blank? It seems the computer crashed. I need to restart it. The computer crashed? But I haven't gotten to save the document. Is it lost forever in this case? You can't be serious. You didn't save it? No! I just forgot to do it. An evening's work came to nothing. That's a big mistake. You should save your work every few minutes. Well, there's no point saying that now, is there? Here's your bill, sir. Have a great night. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. I can see on the receipt that tuna salad is also included in the order, but this is a mistake because I didn't order that. Oh, sorry about that. I'll bring you the tuna salad right away. Or I can wrap it up to go if you like. No, I don't want the tuna salad. Could you just take it off the bill, please? Okay. Would you like to have a gift card for a free tuna salad next time you visit? I'm afraid I don't like this salad, so this is not going to help. I'm sorry. The problem is you paid by credit card, and it's already been entered into the cash register. Well, this is ridiculous. I'd like to speak to the manager. Hey, Tim. You look really upset. What's the matter? I just got fired from my job, and I'm really mad. Really? But what happened? You've always been so hardworking and responsible. I just got angry with the manager. That's why I was fired. But what did he do to upset you so much? He called one day saying he had a problem with his computer and needed my help. I asked him what the problem was. And he said that his screen had suddenly gone black and didn't know what to do. I asked him if he had pressed any buttons by mistake, but he assured me he didn't. Then I asked him to check that the computer was not unplugged accidentally. He tried to check that, but said he couldn't see very well because it was too dark. I told him to turn the light on, but he said he couldn't because the power went off a few minutes ago. That's a good one. I thought he was trying to play a prank on me. I was so furious that I began to insult him, and then I just hung up the phone on him. My boss soon found out about this and fired me. This is so unfair. The manager was supposed to apologize to me, but I was fired instead. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm really sorry this happened to you. You were right to be upset. But still, you shouldn't have lost your temper and insulted the manager.
OMG, look at that scale. I weigh 68 kilograms. I must start to exercise right away and lose weight.
I bet I weigh more than you do.
I don't think so. You look slimmer than me.
Maybe, but I've been eating out a lot lately, so I'm sure I put on weight. I'll bet you $100 that I weigh more than you do.
Okay, jump on the scale. Let's see.
Look, I gained 3 kilograms. I told you I put on weight.
That's right, but you still don't weigh more than me. The scale shows 67 kilograms.
You know I wasn't serious about that $100.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this.
Firstly, let's explore a common moral dilemma from the video. The trolley problem. This ethical scenario presents a situation where a person must make a difficult choice between two morally conflicting options. Problem? Imagine you are standing near a set of train tracks. Ahead, there are five people tied up and unable to move. A runaway trolley is heading towards them, and they will be killed if nothing is done. However, you have the option to pull a lever that diverts the trolley onto another track. The downside is that there is one person tied up on that track, and pulling the lever will result in their death. This presents a moral dilemma. Do you passively allow the troll to kill five people, or do you actively intervene, sacrificing one person to save the other five? And the solution? The ethical solution is subjective and depends on the ethical framework one adopts. Different moral theories may lead to different conclusions. The first one is utilitarianism. This perspective focuses on maximizing overall happiness. From a utilitarian standpoint, pulling the lever to save five lives at the cost of one might be seen as morally right, as it maximizes the overall well-being. And the second one is deontology. This ethical theory emphasizes duty and moral rules. Deontologists might argue that intentionally causing harm, even for a greater good, is morally wrong. In this view, not pulling the lever might be considered the right choice. And the third is virtue ethics. This approach considers the development of virtues a character. A virtuous person might struggle with the decision but could prioritize virtues like courage or compassion. The choice depends on what virtues are deemed most important. Fourth is rights-based ethics. This perspective focuses on respecting individual rights. Some argue that sacrificing one person's life, even for a greater good, violates their right to life. Others might argue that saving the greater number aligns with the right to life for the majority. In conclusion, the trolley problem highlights the complexity of moral decision-making. Different ethical theories provide diverse perspectives on what is morally right, and individuals may reach varying conclusions based on their values and principles. It encourages reflection on the underlying principles guiding moral choice. The concept of moral dilemmas, what is common to the two well-known cases is complex. In each case, an agent regards herself as having moral reasons to do each of two actions, but doing both actions is not possible. Existing have called situations like this moral dilemmas. For the agent solution in that case is clear. It is more important to protect people from harm than to return a borrowed weapon. And in any case, the borrowed item can be returned later when the owner no longer possesses a threat or to other. Thus, in this case, we can say that the requirement to protect others from serious harm of your right, the requirement to repay one's debts by returning a borrowed item when its owner so demands. There are at least two glaring problems with this advice solution. However, first, it just does not seem credible to hold that moral rules and principles should be hierarchically ordered, while the requirement to keep one's promise and to prevent harm to others clearly can conflict. It is far from clear that one of these requirements should always prevail over the other. In the Platonic case, the obligation to prevent harm is clearly stronger, but there can easily be cases where the harm that can be prevented is relatively mild and the promise that is to be kept is very important. The second problem with this easy solution is deeper. Even if it were plausible to arrange a moral respect, situation can arise in which the same principle gives rise to conflicting obligation. Perhaps the most widely discussed case of this sort is taken from William's Terence. A girl comforts Sophie and tells her that one of her children will be allowed to live and one will be killed. But it is Sophie who must decide which child will be killed. Sophie can prevent the death of either of her children, but only by con- condemning the other to be killed. The girl makes the situation even more excruciating by informing Sophie that if she chooses neither. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Sorry for my mistake. And the first video that I take and I got from the YouTube, and the second is that I got the conversation from the article. Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.